Hi folks, this is video 3 of I think I'll do 4 on this series of the big picture. I've discussed in the last 2 videos I've looked at the sextile from Neptune to Pluto and the square from Uranus to Pluto, and the sextile from Neptune to Pluto is going over 50-60 years. The square from Uranus to Pluto is a 7-year phenomenon that we're about halfway through. It's really getting strong in 2013. So now I want to come into more of the localized influences. By localized, I mean this year, last year, next year. And in this context, the first one to bring in is definitely Saturn. Saturn is the bogeyman to many people. He's the planet that rules words like authority, structure, limitation, restriction, circumstances outside of one's control, holding oneself back, gravity, density, pressure. It's like having the brakes put on. However, as one ages, or as one becomes more willing to embrace Saturn and its principle of fundamental hard work and self-discipline, then Saturn becomes much more words like positive structure, order, self-discipline, focused, concentration, success, all through the concept of structured, disciplined hard work without taking shortcuts. Saturn in Scorpio, as we speak. It's been there 7-8 months. It's going to be there another 1.5 2 years. It's a kind of generational thing. I'm part of that generation with Saturn in Scorpio. Everyone currently in their mid-late 20s and their mid-late 50s is going to be going through their Saturn return over the coming couple of years. And Saturn in Scorpio makes you deal with the psychological, it makes you deal with issues of the dark and fear and power and corruption. It makes you face up to the dark stuff and the nasty stuff. And it creates fear and phobia and paranoia when young, but it creates also a willingness to deal with this stuff and a need to deal with this type of stuff as one ages. This is being particularly influenced in a very favourable way at the moment by the ongoing aspect between Saturn and Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio and it's in Capricorn, Saturn's sign. Saturn rules Capricorn and it's in Scorpio, Pluto's sign. The current sextile between Saturn and Pluto, believe me, is taking so much of the heat out of the Uranus-Pluto square. This is tame compared to what is to come. The opportunity of the sextile for Saturn in Pluto's sign to be bringing a degree more structure and order into the dark, into the psychological, into the stuff around other people's money, Scorpio, 8th house, 8th sign, works very well with Pluto's desire for transformation and regeneration. In Saturn's sign of government, it's bringing a steady, forced regeneration of many old patterns of political and economic futures. And with a sextile between the two, on the one hand, Saturn's bringing a degree of structure and discipline into the more transformative and regenerative urges, whilst at the same time, Pluto is bringing the opportunity to help Saturn rise out of base fears concerning abandonment, lack of resources, and disempowerment. Disempowerment. There is an excellent word to summarize the bogeyman of Saturn in Scorpio, sextile Pluto in Capricorn. We are all individually railing against disempowerment, and we are all seeking greater self-empowerment. And Saturn sextile Pluto is bringing a harmonious, if you like, fragmentation of the bigger, more inflexible structures in the world. And it is bringing with it the opportunity for individuals to become more self-empowered. But there are conditions. This has to encompass both individual transformation and rebirth, and it also has to involve the willingness to take on a degree of effort, self-discipline, hard work, and self-responsibility. This is the hardest thing about the Saturn-Pluto sextile. You're responsible for everything that happens. I know that's a hard one. But with Saturn sextile Pluto, we're going to get the opportunity, both individually and collectively, to manage that responsibility in a way that's much more equal. I look forward to it. Okay, catch you later. Tomorrow, I'm going to look more at Saturn and the upcoming Saturn-Neptune trine. Nice one. Catch you later. Bye.